Hello pilgrims, welcome to León. My name is Blanca and I work as a tourist guide. My plan today is to tell you about the most important things you are going to see in your way to Santiago when you arrive to León. León was an old camp, a Roman camp, in the 1st century of our era. The name of the Roman camp was the 6th Legion, and this word legion was developed into the word León with the passage of centuries. The most important period for this city was Middle Ages. During 10th, 11th and 12th century, León was one of the most important cities in Christian Spain because it was the capital of a very important kingdom, the Kingdom of León. León is a city with a lot of historical buildings, but if we have to choose 3 or 4, of course we should choose the cathedral, the Romanesque Basilica of San Isidoro, the old hospital for pilgrims, San Marcos building, and of course the building designed by Antonio Gaudí. We call Casa Botines this building. So we are going to tell you some things about these 4 buildings. First of all, cathedral. Well, we have an incredible, beautiful Gothic cathedral, built in the second half of the 13th century. At that time, León was losing its political importance in favor to another city, Burgos. So in León, they didn't want to lose its importance as a city. And for being considered an important city in Middle Ages, they must have a cathedral. They had a cathedral, but it was a Romanesque cathedral. And in Europe at the time, fashion was what they called the newer style, Gothic buildings, higher than the ones before and with stained glass windows. Well, one secret now. If you like cathedrals, and even if you don't like cathedrals, you are going to enjoy with the cathedral in León, with St. Mary's Cathedral, because in this cathedral we have the best collection of stained glass windows in Spain. And it's not just the best one in Spain, but it's also the cathedral with the second one best collection in Europe. So please, another advice, don't rush. Enjoy this building. Allow some moment of your tour and in the city of León for enjoying the cathedral, because you are not going to forget. If you go inside, please take your time and stand on the central nave and breathe in the colors, because you are going to see 1,800 square meters of stained glass windows. So it's like kaleidoscope. Yep, probably it's like to go inside to a kaleidoscope. Yeah? So apart of this, you are going to travel through the centuries. When you go inside to this cathedral, you can travel to the 13th century and you can understand why people at the time built this kind of buildings. Their purpose was to put in contact human being to heaven. And I think, in my opinion, that they got it. Because even in 21st century, when you go inside to a cathedral like this, first thing you do is to look up. So you are starting the dialogue to Jesus. That's why we are very proud of this building, of this cathedral, because not just the best collection of stained glass windows in Spain, but also because it's a very elegant building. We have a collection of 1,000 flying buttresses transmitting the weight of this Gothic building. But the result of this combination between stained glass windows and flying buttresses is a very balanced and very elegant building. We have spent the last 20 years restoring this collection of stained glass windows. We have a very interesting and very nice project we call the Dream of Light. And now, if you go inside to our cathedral, you will enjoy with around 65% of the stained glass window restored. This is the first recommendation for me to you in this city. But the second one, of course, is Basilica of San Isidoro. On that place, on that basilica, you are going to find paintings, frescoes from the end of the 11th century or beginning of 12th century in a very good state of conservation. Even some people call this place the 16th Chapel of Romanesque art, because the frescoes are in a very good state of conservation and they are also in the same place they have been done. So we can see them in situ. So if in the cathedral you have been traveling to the 13th century, in this case you are going to travel to 11th and 12th century, and you are going to see beautiful paintings decorating the burial place for the royalty of León. This basilica is dedicated to San Isidoro. San Isidoro was an archbishop who lived in Seville in the 7th century. His relics were transferred from Seville to León in the 11th century. So this is San Isidoro Basilica, and we have an incredible and very interesting museum also in the Basilica of San Isidoro. So you must also take your time in this building. Third building I recommend you is San Marcos. San Marcos was an old hospital for pilgrims. Nowadays it's a hotel. Actually it's a parador, staying on hotel. But you are going to see there another moment of our history, 16th century. We call Renaissance, but in this area we call Plateresque, because they imitate on the stone the works that the silversmiths did on the small pieces of silver. That's what we call Plateresque, the style. We have a beautiful facade, plenty of decoration, and one of the motifs they like to repeat all the time on that decoration are scallop shells, the symbol of pilgrims, the symbol of you. Fourth building I would like to recommend you in this city is a work of Antonio Gaudí. Do you know Antonio Gaudí? Have you heard about Antonio Gaudí? Probably the most important architect in Spain. He spent most part of his life in Catalonia, mainly in Barcelona. But outside of Catalonia, he has 3 buildings. One of these buildings is Casa Botines in León. It's like a castle from Middle Ages, but it was built at the end of the 19th century. So it was built also in record period. Actually, you are in the city of records, because we can build cathedrals in 50 years, and we can build buildings such incredible as this one of Antonio Gaudí in 10 months. It was built as a textile shop, drapery shop actually. Nowadays it's a museum, and we can enjoy inside of this building, which is like a castle from a fairy tale. We can enjoy of the work of Gaudí. It's a building that belongs to the first period of the work of Gaudí. But anyway, we have beautiful and interesting details reminding us that Gaudí was a genius without any doubt. Well, apart of these 4 important buildings, you are going to enjoy in this city, because we have a very good gastronomy, we have very good wines, we have very good local pork products, we have very good pastries. So it's a city, it's a very friendly city, and I'm sure you are going to like your way to Santiago, and probably you should let more days in León that probably you have been planning before, because I'm sure that León is going to be a remarkable point for you in the Camino, and also you will need time for enjoying this city. We are very proud of our city. We are very proud of our city. We are very proud of all of the buildings we have, but we are also very proud of the people in León, because we are friendly, we are welcoming, and we are waiting for you, and probably you will choose León as one of the most important cities in your way to Santiago. Thank you, come soon and enjoy your trip.